Welcome back to Make Me a Fan. I'm the Jag.
I'm Pete.
And today we are continuing Make Me a Fan of Jay Lethal, which after yesterday kind of morphed into Make Me a Fan of Ring of Honor. But hey, they're kind of hand in hand in some ways, do you think?
Absolutely, without question.
Look, Jay Lethal is prolific and gifted based on what I saw yesterday in Ring of Honor. Where have you been all my life? But if you watched yesterday's episode, you already heard us gush about it for probably too long. So today, there's a new matchup, Jay Lethal versus
Davey Richards.
All right, tell me about it.
So Davey Richards, mostly known at the time for wrestling with Eddie Edwards as the American Wolves.
Okay.
So lots of great Ring of Honor tag team champions.
All right.
And then they went to Impact and then wrestled as Wolves, broke up, wrestled each other, and then got together again. So
okay.
Great story, great wrestler. Unfortunately, he's taken some time off since 2017. Hasn't posted a lot on social media in a while, but we hope Davey Richards is doing good. He's super cool dude. He's up in Seattle.
Well, we're going to tag him today. So we're going to watch this match, which you said yesterday got a pretty high rating on Cage Match and also got a pretty high rating from Old Meltzer, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, look.
Glory by Honor.
What year is it?
2012.
2012. So we're taking the Wayback Machine, going back 8 years to watch some more Jay Lethal. I do not know what to expect, but if yesterday was any indication, this is going to be a hell of a ride. Anything you want to add?
Guys, enjoy. We're going to watch the match right about now.
Son of a biscuit. 2 for 2. All right. Look, let me say with 100% transparency, this is Make Me a Fan of Jay Lethal. But I think you just made me a fan of Davey freaking Richardson. Richardson?
Davey Richards.
Richards.
Yeah.
Davey Richards? I don't know where the hell you are. Your ass is on a milk carton. You're missing. Please come back. Because you, sir, are prolific and gifted. I was pissed for a minute. Because I'm like, who is this guy kicking out of every damn thing? First of all, the mat wrestling, the catch wrestling, whatever you want to call it, hold for hold, fantastic. Both these guys, top level with that. But as they started to get to some of the bigger spots, I'm like, yo, he's kicking out of that. Damn, he's kicking out of this. I was kind of pissed at Jay Lethal for kicking out of all of Davey Richards' stuff. Because Davey was hitting with everything but the kitchen sink. And then the tables turned.
All of a sudden. Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, so this is really cool because what we did, guys, again, we were on Honor Club. We actually ended up watching the backfill and understanding that Jim Cornette's gone. He's hurt because he got in, there was an incident between Kevin Owens and Jay Lethal, and all of a sudden it explained why Corny's injured, and all of a sudden, why is Jay Lethal so mad? Where does all this anger and vitriol come from? Well, guess what? Right here. And who's he taking it out on? A returning Davey Richards who got whooped.
Look, people, this was fantastic because first I'm mad that Jay Lethal's kicking out everything. Then I'm mad that Davey Richards is kicking out everything because these guys are pulling out all the stops. They're hitting each other with everything. I mean, top rope maneuvers, strikes, holds, you name it, dude. Everything. Put it through the table. And look, this was one of the best matches I've ever seen in my life. Let me say that and be clear. Davey Richards, holy crap. This was Bret Hart level stuff, man, back in the day. With the storytelling and the holds and the reversals. Man, at first I was like, yo, this is a very tactical match. And then a fight broke out. And then this dude's kicking out of everything. And now this dude's kicking out of everything. And the ending was perfect. I even said it when he put him down, like, please pass out. Please pass out because you've kicked out of everything. He's kicked out of everything. Where do we go from here? Well,
a blood choke.
There's no shame in the game when a man's body just doesn't respond. If you put me in a rear naked right now, I'm going to sleep. You know, if you got it on good and I can't get out of it, then yeah, I'm done. You can put me in any kind of choke you want. Pick anything, right? I'm going to tap, snap, or take a nap, right? So he took a nap. And it didn't hurt him at all. And Jay Lethal got the killer instinct that he was looking for, which then pushes him to the next level as TV champion and then goes to what we saw freaking yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Ring of Honor, for building a character, building a gimmick, building a wrestler the way that they should be built. Corny, I love you, and I'm glad you had a hand in this, but go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just going to say, this is what Ring of Honor is all about. It's all about building guys, building story. Things pay off, things take time. It might be a slow burn, but guess what? The satisfaction is there.
I feel like I'm just a freaking Ring of Honor shill at this point. I feel like all I'm doing is tap dancing for Ring of Honor. And I'm not that guy. I am not on the payroll. We are not sponsored, okay? But damn, when you find something that's good, it's like a restaurant, right? You eat a good restaurant, you're like, dude, this is the best place. Let me tell Pete. You like pizza? There's this place over here, they got great pizza, you know? Holy dude, this is the meatballs, and this, whatever, the cheese. This is the best damn pizza I've seen in a while. And when I watched this, it took me back to the Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Bret Hart. And you want to
The
throw
double
Michaels?
turn at WrestleMania,
Yeah,
the
you
double
come, dude. This is how you do wrestling. Montel George, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. This was fantastic. Where the hell you been all my life? We already said that yesterday. Damn.
Well, so, and the other thing that's awesome is that like in Ring of Honor perspective, Davey Richards leaves. He was champion, he gets beat by Kevin Steen. So now Evil is having this amazing run. I'm gonna have you go through the 2010, 2011 time of Ring of Honor, but
yeah,
nonetheless, he left as a heel.
Okay.
Came into the match kind of as a heel, but returning in. He is a babyface. As much as you're looking for, this is a double turn, folks.
Yeah.
This is a modern day double turn.
And you hear the crowd as he's got him in that Ken Shamrock-esque ankle lock. The crowd is chanting tap, tap. They want Jay Lethal to tap, which I didn't think that's what they wanted when they came in, because they're all behind him like, yo, you mess with this man's mama, you know. All right, the crowd's behind him. We understand where you're coming from, Jay Lethal. But then Davey Richards is like, oh, wait a second. Allow me to reintroduce myself. Right?
Yes.
Damn, Davey Richards. You said he's in Seattle. I was in Seattle last year. When I go back to Seattle, if I can find you, the Mega Powers handshake is on and popping, because you, sir, are one of the most prolific and gifted I have ever seen.
And you said you love tag team wrestling. Imagine that he tags with Eddie Edwards, and they're some of the best Ring of Honor stuff. Like, they have matches against the Briscoes that are insane.
Okay.
Dude.
Now, the Eddie Edwards we saw in TNA with Tessa a couple days ago, I guess, he doesn't excite me the way that Davey Richards does. But maybe the old school Eddie Edwards would excite me the way that Davey Richards does, because, and I heard this on an interview, and I'll put it up above my head, with Sami Callihan and Chris Van Vliet, where Sami Callihan talks about the sledgehammer?
The baseball bat.
Baseball bat incident where he hit Eddie Edwards, and everybody said he was unsafe. But Eddie Edwards was able to evolve and go from being this technical wrestler into a brawler, the Boston Brawler and all that stuff. So I don't know if Eddie Edwards from my next door neighbor, okay? Eddie Edwards could walk up to me in the street and kick me in the junk. I wouldn't know who he was. So no disrespect to Eddie Edwards.
We'll work on that.
Yeah, no disrespect.
We'll get to that.
I just don't know. But judging by what Sami Callihan said, he was a very technically sound wrestler too.
Yes.
And after the bat incident, he was able to evolve. Am I getting that right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so if he can do anything near what Davey Richards just did, they must be a badass tag team. We need to Make Me a Fan of the American Wolves.
Oh, we will make you Wolves fans, and we'll even do the Impact stuff, because honestly, the Impact stuff was good.
All right.
It was honestly really good.
As long as this man that we saw right now is the same dude that shows up, where do I sign? Because, yeah. And Davey, if you ever want to come back and you wrestle anywhere near Southern California, I will be there in the front row with the ticket. Hopefully a backstage pass or a press pass, so I can interview you and give you that Mega Powers handshake we just talked about. Because damn. Okay, now Jay Lethal, I know. This is Make Me a Fan of Jay Lethal. And I told Jay Lethal, you're fantastic. Don't get me wrong. Mega Powers handshake, hug, and a high five. Don't get me wrong. But I had no idea who Davey Richards was. And he came out of left field like, oh, you didn't know? And now I know.
Well, where do we go from here, folks? We've already made him a fan within the first match. The second match vindicated that. Third match, maybe he should wrestle somebody phenomenal.
AJ? Oh my God. I don't know if I can take that. Come on, man.
So guys, come back at 9 a.m. tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern, and we're going to see the phenomenal AJ Styles, which also has a very long and storied history with Ring of Honor.
All right.
Wrestle Jay Lethal at Final Battle 2015.
Wow. All right. I'm speechless, people. I mean, look to him.
Follow us on social media at MakeMeAFan316 on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and we'll see everybody tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Later.